Here's something crazy that I want you to consider for a moment. What if literally nothing as you know it in your life exists? What if there is no job, there is no school you have to go to, there's no new knowledge that you have to learn, there's no art that you have to create? What if none of that really existed? Here's a story behind this thought. Last week I was in the gym, and when I'm in the gym working out, I don't usually like put on music like normal people do. What I do instead is I go on YouTube and then I find like these little rant videos of people who are like dissatisfied with their life, people who are like stressed about their current situations or whatever. Like I'll put some examples of videos that I mean up on the screen right now. While I'm working out, I find that all their little thoughts, all of their little like meanings or little insights about life kind of gives me motivation. And last week I was in the gym listening to one of these guys talk when one of them said something like, life is completely random and that there is no meaning to it. That's what he said. That was what his insight into life was like. Like there is no order, there is no like pattern to life. Like whatever happens is just a totally random and totally completely meaningless. I don't remember like exactly what video it's from. I'll find it if I can. And I thought like, no, life is not totally random, because if you know about the concept of Laplace's demon, that everything was predetermined from the start, like during the Big Bang, at the very like beginning of everything, all of matter and all of energy and all of everything was created, and then it just happened to be so perfectly ordered, so perfectly designed to get to the point that we are right here right now. So I thought, like, if that's the case, then how can life truly be random? How can there truly be no meaning to this? Wouldn't that mean that there is a purpose? Wouldn't that mean that if from the very start all the way till now, everything happened to be so perfect, wouldn't that mean that there is some sort of purpose? Wouldn't that mean that like every single human being would end up happy, or that some creator, some God has some grand design for us, that we're all gonna be part of something larger, that we're all gonna find meaning within our meaningless lives? But the more I thought about it, the more I considered like maybe the lack of reason comes exactly from that. No, just because everything was predetermined from the start does not mean that there is meaning, does not mean that there is a point to living in this existence. And let me explain why. At the end of the day, we're all just atoms, right? We're all just molecules. We are the hydrogens, the carbons, the oxygens, the nitrogens, the phosphorus, and the sulfur. There is no job, there is no school, there is no college, there is no society. We, at the end of the day, on a purely physical, on a purely chemical level, we are literally all just atoms and molecules and subatomic particles that interact with things in different ways that just lead to this one spot that we are right now. All of these organic compounds that are just interacting with each other, creating this world that we call society. And in a way, that's kind of freeing, I guess, knowing that, you know, society doesn't even matter, that jobs don't even matter, that moral obligations and ethics and nothing like that, ethics, I mean, knowing that stuff like that doesn't even exist in the first place. I could just like let go of all of it without any consequence. And I could just do whatever the hell I want, you know? Because if nothing exists except for on the purely physical, on the purely chemical level, then what's the point of doing anything at all? The best thing for me to do right now is to just go out and just do dumb stuff and have fun. That's not even a bad thing, considering like you could say like positive nihilism, right? Like we are just molecules so that nothing I do matters and I can go and pursue my dreams and do whatever the hell I want to do. I suppose the best thing I could do for the world and the ecosystem right now is just
Do
kill
not commit
myself.
suicide.
Like right now, because like that would mean like I'm recycling my nutrients and I'm recycling my what's it called, organic compounds back into the soil, back into the ecosystem where they could be used for something more productive. Maybe some tree will come and feed on the nutrients of my dead body and recycle it back into the ecosystem. All of the different organic molecules that I have, maybe that tree will use it to, you know, produce a new branch or produce a new leaf. And that tree will like create more oxygen for the earth or whatever. That's something I think about a lot. And that would be the most productive thing for me to do right now, because if we truly are just all molecules, then I'm wasting energy by participating in society. I'm wasting energy by working a job that doesn't even exist, or going to or learning new things. Because like, what's the point, you know? It's not gonna alter my brain chemistry. It's not gonna produce more matter out of nowhere. So I suppose it's kind of like freeing in that aspect. Like I could literally just do whatever I want and it wouldn't have any impact on me, because at the end of the day, we're all just atoms, right? But on the other hand, it's also like not freeing. It's also kind of restricting, I guess, in a sense. We are all shackled up by the chains of being bound to this universal truth that we are all just molecules and we are all just atoms in the end, and that there is nothing. And there's no way to like break free. There's no way to break free of this fact that at the end of the day, we are all just space dust, dust particles, dust, ice, and rock particles scattered out into the universe somewhere, scattered out into space. It would be crazy to say that human society has developed to a point where it's beyond our purely physical level. Like there is nothing beyond our purely physical level. We are just here in the now. And there's no escaping that. There's no amount of consciousness, there's no amount of art, there's no amount of society, there's no amount of technical prowess that humans can achieve in order to escape this fact that nothing we do can truly free us from just being simple matter. So I suppose it's kind of restricting it in that sense, right? There's nothing that can break free and just ascend to an entirely new plane of existence. There's nothing like that. Maybe in the future, I don't know. But for now, we're not up to that, I guess. I don't know if what I'm saying is anything relatable at all. I think I may have just gone off the deep end. That's what I've been thinking about this week. You have any similar thoughts? Let me hear them. Like, comment, sub, all that stuff. Kind of cold out here. My fingers are freezing. I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.